The shortlist of UK cities that could host next year's Eurovision Song Contest has been revealed, with 7 locations in the running. Birmingham, Glasgow, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle and Sheffield will vie to stage the event in May. 20 cities expressed an interest, the BBC said, and those not making the shortlists include London and Belfast. The UK was chosen to host the contest after organisers decided it could not be staged by Ukraine, the 2022 winners. UK singer Sam Ryder finished second at this year's contest in Turin, Italy. This decision to relocate it from Ukraine because of the ongoing war has led to a hotly contested selection process between UK cities that want to attract thousands of visitors and the attention of around 160 million TV viewers across the world. The BBC said the 7-strong shortlist was based on the city's ability to show they have the capacity, capability and experience to host an event of this scale and complexity. A statement added that the process was heavily weighted towards demonstrating past experience in hosting major international events, as well as being able to demonstrate their credentials in hosting a celebration of contemporary music. London would have met those criteria, but it didn't make the cut at a time when both the BBC and government are seeking to move events and opportunities outside the capital. Others to miss out include Aberdeen, Brighton, Bristol and Darlington. As it is, 5 shortlisted cities are in the north of England, with Glasgow representing Scotland and none further south than Birmingham. No Welsh cities bid, and Belfast was the only potential contender for Northern Ireland. The 7 remaining cities will be scored on a set of criteria, including having a suitable venue and sufficient space to deliver the requirements of the song contest, the commitment that can be made by a city or region to hosting the event, including the financial contribution, the strength of the cultural offer, which includes off-screen local and regional activity, as well as showcasing Ukrainian culture and music, and alignment with the BBC's strategic priorities as a public service broadcaster, such as providing value to all audiences and supporting the creative economy in the UK. The successful city will be chosen by the BBC and Eurovision organisers and will be announced in the autumn. Glasgow and Birmingham have been named as the bookmakers' favourites, while Glasgow and Manchester have proved the most popular in polls on Eurovision fan sites. Eurovision organisers say the host venue should accommodate about 10,000 spectators, be within easy access of an international airport, and have enough hotel accommodation for at least 2,000 delegates, journalists and spectators. A venue would need to be prepared for 6 to 8 weeks ahead of the song contest, meaning all potential locations need to move concerts and events that are already in their schedules. Former Ukrainian Eurovision winner Jamala said next year's contest would be the greatest Eurovision yet. Jamala won Eurovision in 2016 with her song 1944 and said the UK is the best place in the world to host the competition, despite initially hoping Ukraine would be able to host. For me, the UK is the best place in the world in music, she told the PA news agency. That's why Eurovision in your country is the best place for me. You are about music, you are full of different kinds of styles and genres. We'll briefly discuss the benefits of each of the cities. Birmingham, this was the last place to host Eurovision in the UK in 1998 and has just successfully hosted a major international event in the form of the Commonwealth Games. Its venue would be the Resorts World Arena, which has a capacity of 15,685, is next to Birmingham Airport, a train station and motorways, and is part of a complex including an exhibition centre and hotels. It hosted the star-studded concert for Ukraine back in March. Glasgow. The 14,300 capacity OVO Hydro Arena would be a fitting setting in some ways after being filmed for the exterior of the venue in Will Ferrell's 2020 Netflix movie Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga. The city centre venue is also next to exhibition centres that could be useful for facilities like a press centre and has a nearby station and hotels. It has previously hosted BBC Sports Personality of the Year, an event during the 2014 Commonwealth Games. Leeds. Leeds had hoped to be European Capital of Culture in 2023, but Brexit prevented UK cities from entering that particular contest. Undeterred, the city is ploughing on with staging its own Year of Culture. That means Eurovision could not come at a better time, says the council. The 13,781 capacity First Direct Arena is in the city centre, close to hotels and rail links. Liverpool, the home of the Beatles, has a rich musical history that attracts thousands of international visitors every year. Its past major events have included the MTV Europe Music Awards in 2008. Eurovision would be staged at the 11,000 capacity dockside M&S Bank Arena, which is next to a conference centre and near the city centre's hotels and rail links. Manchester. It has the biggest Ukrainian population outside of London and the biggest indoor venue in the UK in the 21,000 capacity AO Arena, which, as well as concerts, has hosted events like January's Big Night of Musicals, which was broadcast on BBC One, and major boxing bouts. It is also above a train station. Salford in Greater Manchester became the BBC's Eurovision HQ this year, with AJ Adudu delivering the UK scores from Media Centre. Newcastle. The city's 11,000 capacity Utilita Arena is close to the main train station and other central facilities. The council says the Town Moor and Exhibition Park, open space on the other side of the city centre, would be transformed into a Eurovision village. Sheffield. It's twinned with Ukrainian city Donetsk, and its 13,600 capacity Utilita Arena is outside the city centre, but it has a tram and motorway links. It was built to host the World Student Games, hosted the 2008 BBC Sports Personality of the Year, and in 2014 was the media centre and the finish line for the Tour de France Grand Depart. UK Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries said the country was determined to deliver a competition which reflects Ukraine's rich culture and creativity. Congratulating the shortlisted cities, she said no matter which one is chosen, it will be a fantastic event to make both the UK and Ukraine proud. The BBC's Director of Unscripted Content, Kate Phillips, said we are committed to delivering a truly unique song contest that celebrates wonderful Ukraine and champions British music and creativity in all its diversity.